Hi guys, so let's spend 15 hours together before I travel again for the second time this week. I just got back from school yesterday and I'm supposed to travel again tomorrow, but there are a lot of stuff I need to do before I leave the house. The first thing I have to do is to make soup and stew for the house. I already made stew previously and now it's time for me to make the soup. Before I even start cooking, I have to wash off all these dishes because I am the one that made the mess. I'm the only one in this house, so if I don't wash it, who is going to wash it for me? The soup I'm going to be making today is okra, and you guys, I was not even prepared for this stress. I never cook alone, but today I was the only one at home, so I definitely had to make this soup alone. And I started off by cutting my okra. You guys, when I tell you cutting okra is hard, I never knew it was this hard until I started cutting so many okras. Thankfully, after like an hour later, I was finally done cutting on the okras and I headed next to do the vegetables. My daddy bought so many vegetables, so I had to cut all of them. I don't know why they did not cut this thing in the market, so I had to start cutting them one by one. And when I say this ugu was plenty, the pumpkin leaf was plenty. Now I'm one of those people that hates cutting onions because it affects my eyes. Like I cry more than you are supposed to cry when you're cutting onions. So I found this new trick. I just soaked the onions in water for like 3 minutes, and then after soaking it, I'll slice it. Trust me, you would not cry when you're cutting that onions. For some reasons best known to my dad, he prefers using dried fish to make soup than using smoked fish. So he got a lot of dried fish. We usually just use them when we're making soup. So to make this soup, I'll be using 2 dried fish. And then the first thing I did was to debone the fish. And then after deboning, I washed that fish twice because this fish usually has a lot of sand. And I don't know why. The last ingredient you're seeing there is grounded ogbono. I make sure they grind your ogbono before. This is not a tutorial. I'm cooking how I know how to cook it. So save your opinion. For our protein, or should I say stock, we're going to be using goat's meat. And I had previously boiled the goat's meat. So I just added the fish and I added Maggi. Anyhow, this is how the soup came out. And it was very sweet. The next thing on my to-do list was to do my dad's laundry, so I had to wash some of his clothes that he asked me to wash before traveling. And thankfully, right after I was done cooking, they brought the light. While I was cooking, one of my nails pulled off, so I just ended up pulling out the rest of the nails because I hate when one nail is missing. Anyways, the last thing I had to do on my to-do list was to repack my bag because I'm traveling tomorrow. As you can see, half of my box was still organized because I literally just came back from school yesterday, so I just had to reorganize the other half. I was supposed to pick up a Weibi after this, but it was already 6 o'clock and the driver had not called me yet. Anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video.